first match is a Legacy Open Challenge match. This fight is sponsored by On the Cold Cairo and Dark Horse Massage Therapy. And this following contest is scheduled for one fall.
All right, here we go. It's Ben Miller sitting here with Greg Jovi for Legacy 2, and we are starting off with a bang.
It's a packed house tonight. We're going to be the bigger packed crowd, and we're kicking this off with an open challenge match.
Give it up.
Challenge over a month ago heading into Legacy 2, and Luke Langley does not care who he faces tonight here at Legacy 2.
It's the open challenge. I mean, this man he calls himself the killing machine, he calls himself the Black Diamond. I know for a fact that this man is a machine. He is a veteran professional wrestler that's ready for anybody who's going to walk through that curtain tonight. But there's been a lot of chatter, a lot of people want this opportunity here on the big stage at CSW. Who is going to secure it and get their name on that contract first? I'm excited to see who comes out of the curtain tonight.
Luke Langley's storied career here in CSW has experienced its ups and its downs, more ups than downs, especially lately. Luke Langley wants to carve his legacy here tonight, and of course, he's always gunning after the CSW Championship.
And the first challenger, his opponent fighting out of your darkest desires, weighing in.
You're so sexy.
There we go.
225 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sexy Lexi. And the blue ring. Holy sexy, oh my God.
Wow, confetti. They've already won apparently.
Pageantry abound here just for the entrance. I guess in a way they did win, right? They have this match. They secured the first match here tonight on a huge event in front of a capacity crowd here at Legacy 2. And Rexy is going to step up, and if he can beat Luke Langley tonight, that's a huge feather in his cap.
Being flanked by the thoroughbreds here coming out. Rexy has a lot of confidence for a guy who's also had his ups and downs here in CSW, but it takes a lot of chutzpah, if you will, to lace up your boots and get in the ring with anybody, especially something like GDKM right there in Luke Langley.
Well, when things aren't going your way, sometimes you need a shot in the arm, right? And you said he's had ups and downs. I would argue lately, opposite of Luke Langley, maybe a little more downs than ups. And so he needs a big opportunity, and it's not just going to get handed to you.
I mean, they're shooting confetti off. Rexy is just, oh, look. I mean, I kind of like his theme song. I think I talked about this last time, but, oh, look, they're flanking it. Wow. Look at that. The pageantry doesn't stop for Sexy Rexy here at Legacy 2.
It looks like Rex is telling the thoroughbreds that they can go back to the back, that he's got it all by himself here tonight.
Nice John with Luke Langley. He just flicked some of that grease off of him right into the face of Luke Langley. Thoroughbreds are heading to the back. Apparently Rexy thinks he can take this one by himself, and there was a little bit of hesitation on the Thoroughbreds' part.
Whoa.
He just popped that into his face.
Bit of a premature shot there, right into his own face.
Oh, sheer drop brain buster.
Not the opening of this contest that Rex is looking for.
Rexy's not moving. Sexy Rexy is not moving. Now we've got some referees heading out.
I think this is over. I don't know if it's his life or the match, but I'm pretty sure.
Wait,
what is this?
What is going on? No.
Here's who is supposed to be fighting tonight.
a shocking debut here at CSW.
If I put the pieces together, Miller, it sounds like Kid Dharma was the one that actually got his name on the Open Challenge contract. Rex has been talking a lot of mess online. I guess he thought he could just jump the line and come out there. This wasn't the match at all. Rex just got dropped on his head for no reason. And now Kid Dharma's here to actually answer the bell against Luke Langley in our opening contest.
These guys are two former tag team partners, and it's going to be interesting here. Both have changed a lot over the last time these guys tagged together. I think the last time they tagged together was over 5-6 years ago. Luke Langley obviously really focusing on his solo career as well as Ken Dharma, but these guys know each other better than most people do. They're almost like best friends. This should be a phenomenal matchup.
Training partners, tag team partners, but I have it on good authority that Ken Dharma has been off and studying his practices for quite some time now. This is a return to the ring for Ken. How long is that layoff that I don't know how great of a meditative mind state you're in. It doesn't substitute being in the squared circle. So a little bit of rust here tonight up against Luke Langley, who's already warmed up.
Yeah. And Dharma shoots Luke Langley off, ducks, trips up. Luke Langley, again, he knows him so well. While he's straw cradle, goes for a cover, only gets a 1 count. Luke Langley much too strong, much too fresh for that. I mean, he did hoist up a 200-plus pound Rexy and drop him straight on his head. I think Rexy's still out in the aisle.
Yeah, I believe.
I mean, he's a splatter monster.
Yes, I don't know if we can get somebody to help him or not. I don't know if anybody wants to touch him, what with all the grease. But opening early on here, Ken Dharma proving me wrong. Doesn't look rusty at all. Hanging right there with Luke Langley. So early on, things looking very, very good for Ken Dharma.
It looks like Luke Langley wants to do a test of strength, which we know Luke Langley's going to have the strength advantage. Nothing against Ken Dharma. His ability comes with his flexibility, and Luke Langley is just a stud.
As I say, Ken Dharma is a very well-built human being. Luke Langley is not a human being. Luke Langley is a cyborg.
Now, nice back bridge there by Ken Dharma.
Showing off his strength there, excellent flexibility.
Flipping him up and over. Nice agility by Ken Dharma. Back heel trip. Has both shoulders pinned down. Only gets a 2 count. Puts his body weight on him. Another 2 count. Puts all of his body weight on him. Look at the bridge by Luke Langley. Ken Dharma's having a hard time breaking that bridge.
Luke showing that he is just as flexible, but that strength advantage really coming into play.
Oh! Duck on the spinning or the roundhouse kick. Again, both guys know each other so well. That was an inch away from connecting, and that could have been lights out for Luke Langley.
Absolutely, he was headhunting there. If that would have connected with his temple, he would have been out like a light, but luckily Luke Langley had him scouted. We're going to see if Ken can really pull down into any further bags of tricks here and pull out something that Luke was not expecting.
Luke Langley shoving him, showing that strength advantage. Nice shoulder butt into the corner. That took all the wind to look like out of Ken Dharma. I haven't seen shoulder butts like that in a long time. A lot of velocity behind those hard forearm sledge right to the back, collapses Dharma.
It looks to me like Luke is realizing that his strength and size advantage is absolutely something he needs to utilize here. He's using his body as a weapon. He's trying to take the air out of the lungs of Ken Dharma. He was up and over there, great evasion.
Nice back handspring by Dharma. Nice diving clothesline. I don't see any ring rust as of yet. Oh, 1 count. Hooked the leg too.
Ken Dharma absolutely proving me wrong here as he jumps right back in to a huge opportunity and is taking advantage of it.
Boots right across the eyes of Luke Langley, trying to scuff up that eyebrow. What is Ken Dharma going for now? We've seen this before, showing that agility and flexibility. Headstand on the top rope, into a splash. Nicely done, hooks the leg too. No, Langley kicks out.
Only a 2 count, but a hell of an offensive onslaught there. Ken Dharma really showing off what he does best here and is taking control of this matchup as a result.
Ken Dharma heading to the well, maybe one too many times, and there Luke Langley was to cut him off, kicked his legs out from underneath him. Keep your eyes on Luke Langley. Missile drop kicks him right in the solar plexus. Going for a cover himself, hooks the leg, only gets
A huge mistake from Ken Dharma. You cannot turn your back on an athlete like Luke Langley.
Back and forth action so far in this opening contest between Luke Langley and Ken Dharma. If Ken Dharma makes the debut tonight and beats Luke Langley, that's got to put him high up in the rankings because, like we said at the beginning, Luke Langley is on a winning streak right now.
Well, even just coming in here, I mean, effectively, we all know what he's capable of, but to a lot of people in this building, they might see as this guy coming in off the street. And to go in there and hang with Luke Langley, I think he's already cemented that he is deserving of a regular spot here at CSW if that's what he is angling for.
Absolutely. Oh, hard shot to the midsection by Dharma. Bootlaces right across the eyes. Turnabout is fair play here in this contest. A hard right hand by Luke Langley.
You compare this back and forth to, and no offense to Rex. Rex is an accomplished professional wrestler. And he went down very quick to Luke Langley. So it shows the level of ability of a Ken Dharma to come in there and he already warmed up Luke Langley and be able to go toe-to-toe.
Looks like Dharma's showing a little bit of uncharacteristic frustration from those knife-edge chops. Dharma ducks that one. Now he's going to go for a chop of his own. Nicely done. Going for number 2. Third one connects. Rarely do you see Ken Dharma lose his namaste. Russian leg sweep keeps him hooked over. Excuse me.
I gotta wonder if maybe that's the strategy, is to get into the head of Ken. Nobody can get in your head quite like your friends, right? So you're at arm's length to your worst enemy sometimes when you keep friends and brothers around. And Luke Langley knows how to get into the head of Ken Dharma.
Looks like Dharma got a rope break there by putting his foot over the bottom rope. Fans were chanting for Dharma to tap. He still has not ingratiated himself to the fans here in CSW.
Well, there's definitely some fans that remember him from back in the day, and he did not ingratiate himself there. But
hard right hand by Luke Langley floors Ken Dharma. I called a Ken Dharma match, and I can't even tell you how long.
Exactly. Last time I think I called one, we were outside Journey Pro, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
1,000 degrees a long time ago. So yeah, to see him coming here in this shape and really take it to Luke Langley is incredibly heartening. And a very back and forth, respectful matchup. Nobody really, it's hard hitting. They're both playing to their strengths. They both want the win, but you see the love and brotherhood between these two as well.
Ken Dharma looking to break that rear chin lock. Nice chin breaker. We've seen him do that before. The splits into the chin breaker. Dharma still holding the back of his head. Blocks the right hand. Hard forearm strike. Nicely done by Dharma. Blocks the second one. Fired across the bow of Langley. Like you said, the brothers hit harder than strangers sometimes, and he's laying it into Langley.
That's not necessarily his game, though. I'm interested to see how this affects him. Oh, hooked him up.
Maybe going for a backslide or a... Oh, Widow's Peak into a GTS. Dharma's on Dream Street right now.
That could be it.
Picks him up. Oh, goodness gracious. That fireman's carry into the neck breaker. No! Dharma kicked out. I thought that was 3.
So close. I thought that was it for sure. An amazing onslaught there. Had Dharma out on his feet. And I think even Luke can't believe it, as now he's starting to rain down some rights here. He's getting some strikes in.
Yeah, it looks like now it might be turning a little bit personal as you see Langley rain down those forearm strikes.
But it's all about advantage too, right? He was just using the strikes, his strength, his size advantage, mounting on top of them. That was he's using, going back to his strengths here, that when you need to dig down deep, he thought he had a 3 count, didn't. So he goes back to simplistics, lays down on the smaller person, lays down some shots, and now trying to squeeze the life out of him. Excellent strategy from Luke Langley.
Jovi, you've been in the ring multiple times before, and I mean, it's exhausting when you have someone with the muscle mass and the size of Luke Langley just vice gripping on your neck. It really zaps you, and in this heat, it's going to take the energy right out of you.
Absolutely. I mean, it's hot in this building. We are packed. We could not put another human being in here, and so these guys are sweaty. They're already the air is thick, and yeah, when you have somebody pushing down your windpipe, it just is incredibly hard to slip out of that. But here we are. Momentum swinging the other way. Big drop kick. Can Ken Dharma capitalize?
I think that's a big question. Ken Dharma sitting in the lotus position in the corner, trying to gather and center himself. I'm trying to use the proper yoga terms, if you will. Rolls Luke Langley out of the corner. Dharma going to the well again. Let's see if it pays dividends here. Wow, got a Let's Go Luke chant going on here tonight.
Cartwheel evasion there.
Blitz evasion there. Nice step up into Gurry. Rocks Langley. Langley out on his feet. Bounces off the second ropes. Misses the super kick. Oh, we could be going for the brainbuster.
Looking for it.
Nope. Dharma rolls out of it. Oh, there's that kick right to the back of the head. Can Dharma capitalize and pick up the victory? Picks him up. A modified Michinoku driver, too. No. Oh!
I thought for certain that was it. That's only a 2 count, but it was by an absolute split second.
It was like a splits Michinoku driver. It almost cost Langley the match. He might have dumped him right on top of his head. And Dharma showing that flexibility again, gets back up. He needs to stay on Langley right here. He cannot give Langley an inch or Langley will take a mile. Small package, 1, 2, no!
Another quick one.
Crucifix, no, Langley gets out of it. Slips into a crucifix of his own, too. No. Back and forth we go. The ref can't even keep up with it, too. Well, we're just rolling around the ring here. Rolls him over again, and we're just round and round we go. There we go. 2. No!
Dharma's trying to use his superior balance to throw Luke Langley off, make him dizzy. Still couldn't get the 3 count. From the split.
From the splits, picked him up. Brain buster. That's it. 1, 2, 3.
Hell of a match.
What a match to open up Legacy 2.
Shame in the loss from Ken Dharma. Took toe-to-toe, absolutely took Luke Langley to his limit here.
Absolutely. I think Rex is still out. I think he is literally still plastered on the cement on the outside. He has not moved a muscle.
I haven't even thought about him. That match got so hot, but yeah, we need to get him some help, eh?
Langley's pointing at Dharma, acknowledging Dharma's monstrous effort in this sweltering hot, jam-packed, sold out to the rafters Abdallah Shriners Temple. There is still a lot of respect here between Langley and his former partner, Ken Dharma.
Show of respect.
Rexy's back. Oh, look at this. A little of that double team magic recreated by Luke Langley and Ken Dharma, and Rexy's dead again. The crowd wants it. Namaste indeed. Luke Langley and Ken Dharma rekindle their friendship here at Legacy 2. Wait.
Oh, wait, what the hell is this?
Wait, is that's Niles Plank's music. What is he doing here? Wait, that's Belvedere. That's Belvedere and Niles Planquet. What are they doing here?
They were advertised to appear, but I didn't expect them to be Rex extractors here. Them to be coming out to scrape him off the mat.
I was expecting Niles, but I wasn't expecting Belvedere. Belvedere hasn't been seen around here in probably 5 or 6 years.
The legend.
The legend Christian Belvedere, the wine connoisseur's sommelier, if you will. What is he? Is he gonna finish off Sexy Rexy?
I mean, unless he mercy kills him, I don't know how much more you can finish somebody off, Miller.
I mean, Rexy has not moved a muscle again. He is dead. R.I.P. Sexy Rexy. It looks like Planquet wants to... Oh, okay, the Thoroughbreds are coming. They're gonna... Looks like the Thoroughbreds and some referees are gonna scrape the carcass of Sexy Rexy off the mat. He's dead. Jovi, I'm worried about him.
Well, and just doing an awful job of supporting the head as we yank him out to the outside. Thoroughbreds, not medical professionals to say the least.
Yeah, that's a...
carried out.
Sexy Rexy up like a lion.
I think he said... Welcome back, Niles Planquet and Belvedere to CSW as they look forward to the future and creating their legacy here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, fighting out of the Motor City, weighing in at 200 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the driver,
Joe Demaro, excuse me, Landon Thomas Drake making his way to the ring here. Much to the fanfare of everybody here at CSW, he is still looking for his first victory here at CSW.
I'd say he's a hometown hero, but things have not gone his way.
But he does have quite a bit of fan support, and he has ever since he made his debut here in CSW. But he's got his work cut out for him tonight.
Now, here we go, the driver, Joe Demaro!
I said Joe Demaro before. That's who I meant. I knew that was his opponent. Don't scold me, Jovi.
Hey, I'm just letting it ride. I'm just here to have a good time and enjoy some professional wrestling. Joe Demaro has had excellent showings as well. Both of these guys really on the cusp of kind of, are they going to figure it out or are they going to fade onto the pre-show and away? They are just a couple tools away from really putting it all together. Tonight, one of them has a chance to leapfrog the other and try to ascent up the card.
Do you think Joe Demaro has the best theme music in CSW? Yes or no?
No, because I don't manage Joe Demaro.
Oh, gotcha. Yep. Totally get that.
You have a dog in this fight. As of right now, sure. He can be tied for second for everybody other than Moonshine. That's fine.
As you hear the LTD's chant start for Landon Thomas Drake, I'm just going to stick with LTD. Don't want to say his whole name the entire match. The bell sounded and we are underway for this one fall contest. A lot of stakes riding on this match.
It's great to have that hometown surge behind you, right? It sells tickets, it gives you some momentum, but at the end of the day, he's got to step up and figure out a way to get a victory. He's got to do it here tonight against Joe Demaro. Pulls him in there. Great start so far for the kid.
Joe Demaro trying to find a way out of this side headlock. Shoots him off the ropes. Landon puts the brakes on that. Drops him down to a knee. Still wrenching on that side headlock. Oh, he's got that up. Joe Demaro's got to stay off the hair. I'm sure the referee's going to admonish him for that.
Well, LT's got to be on the lookout for that too. I mean, this is not, doesn't have to be. We've seen Joe Demaro get a little dirty.
We definitely have in the past, but Joe Demaro did impress the last time he was out here in CSW. I'm looking forward to seeing what this guy can do. Nice arm drag by LTD.
This is what he can't do. LTD can't get too cocky. I know he's got a lot of fans here. I know he's feeling himself, and things are going good right now, but things can change in a hurry.
Joe Demaro, kind of a mysterious guy. Haven't really spoken much to him. Kind of comes in, keeps to his own. Definitely not lacking in confidence or anything like that. But Joe is one of those guys that I think you just don't know how to prepare for him. So that LTD probably did some study on tape or the internet, not tape. We're not in the 80s, but you can only do so much. When you're in there with somebody, it's a completely different story.
Absolutely, and LTD is still figuring things out, right? He's still young in his career here, so everybody is new to him. Every scenario is new to him, so it's just a matter of getting there and getting reps and figuring out how to get out of the deep water when you get thrown in.
Hip toss, nicely done by LTD.
So far, LTD's been one step ahead of Joe Demaro the whole time. I've been really impressed so far.
I think he's playing to the crowd a little bit too much, so he's not staying
100%.
on the offensive on Joe Demaro. You've got to do that. Nice head scissors takeover by LTD, showing some great agility. But he's got to stay on Joe. He's giving Joe too much time to recover.
And he's just getting caught up in it, right? I'm sure he's got family and friends here. Everybody's loud for him. Hometown guy, that's awesome. But you're right, he's got to stay on him. He's got to stay ready.
He's kind of, Joe is taking some valuable time on the outside, getting his win back. And I know LTD wants to respect the rules, respect the referee. I totally understand that. But there's got to be something that he can do to coax Joe back in the ring quicker. There we go.
There you go. Once you're there, you're going to get your hands on him.
Oh, nice. Joe clipping the leg. That's a suspension in the NFL nowadays.
Well, this style from Joe Demaro is exactly why I agreed with LTD not following him to the outside. He's bigger. He's likely the better striker. And maybe a little bit more physically imposing.
Oh, nice Russian leg sweep with authority.
I liked him not following him to the outside, but he wasn't ready for that hot shot on the top rope, and that's all that we needed here. He cracked the door open. Joe Demaro kicked it in.
When you're scouting talent for your stable, if you will, what do you look for? Do you look for a vicious quality or character? I mean, obviously you have Moonshine Mantel. Don't get much more vicious than that. But do you look for a certain viciousness when you're scouting for talent?
I do. I mean, and I look for the raw tools, right? Like, I'm the type of guy that can take either of these two and mold them into a superstar. I'm here to see what their weaknesses are and fill in the gaps. That's what I get paid to do. And so they both maybe have opposite weaknesses, right? LTD has all the heart in the world, all the determination in the world. Joe Demaro, he's got the physical gifts. When you can marry those together, you don't need my help. That's when you're fighting for the world title. So these guys here tonight, it's as much about fighting, 2 count there, it's much about fighting through their own flaws and figuring out how to hide their weaknesses and accentuate their strengths. And that's the hardest thing to do in a young man's game.
Both of these guys relatively newer in their careers, especially LTD, but he's got crowd support, and that can pay dividends. Now, people underestimate what crowd support can do for a guy's momentum, for a guy's wind. I mean, that adrenaline gets pumping when the crowd is behind you, and that can pay dividends at the end of this match.
It can. I will also say there's that confidence that you have when you're young and you think you're impenetrable like LTD. It could be a blessing and a curse, right? LTD believes that he can go in there with anybody and do anything. And that can be great right up until you run up against a Joe Demaro who throws you a big boot and you realize, uh-oh, I can't get back up. So he does have to realize his limitations as well. That's all part of the game, though, and LTD is still young and learning. So far, loved what we've seen, but can he get back in control of this matchup? Does he have the grit and determination to turn this thing around? He sure is trying right now. The big back suplex. Cover, 1, 2.
No. Joe Demaro stays on the offensive. Joe Demaro's, up until that point, Joe Demaro was kind of, was really in control of this matchup. He was controlling the pace, he was controlling the tempo, and again, that's a veteran-like maneuver or control, if you will.
Right there, ring presence, those are the kind of things that you can't teach. That just comes with time and reps. Joe Demaro a little bit farther along. I bet these fans don't have to like it, I hear them booing, but at the end of the day, he used, LTD took his eyes off the ball, Joe Demaro used his ring positioning, used the 5 count, all to his advantage. But he's, just like we talked about in critique with LTD, he's got to stay on it.
Yeah. He's worried about the crowd response too much right now. He's playing to the crowd. I'm sure he likes the boos, but he's got to stay focused, and that didn't pay off because of that reason.
Exactly.
LTD moved out of the way, missed again. LTD trying to get his wind back, blocks a punch, nice right hand of his own. Make that 2. 3's the company.
LTD really fighting through the muck here.
Oh, nice.
Big shots, crowd firmly behind him still.
Can LTD pick up that first victory here at CSW, or is Joe Demaro going to the pay window? Inverted atomic drop, nicely done. Spinning discus clothesline takes Demaro off his feet.
That could do it.
Cover 1, 2. No!
Big kick out.
I think, what is Coach Froz is coming down to ringside here.
Froz has been scouting. I don't know which one of these two gentlemen he's looking at. Stoic in his presence out there.
Froz building a new tribe around him, if you will. He looks like he's kind of gunning for the young bucks, if you will, of CSW. And both of these guys would be a great fit in coach's army, if you will.
So he kind of caught his eye there. Maybe he's looking to impress.
Wait, whoa! Wait, did Froz? You gotta be kidding me. Did Froz he tripped him? Froz just tripped LTD. Big spine buster by Joe Demaro.
That is very out of character for Froz.
Impaler DDT drives it home. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
What the hell? Joe Demaro picks up the first victory here in CSW. I can't believe what I just saw. He is shaking the hand of the driver, Joe Demaro. We saw an interaction of theirs on the internet last time, and it looks like Joe Demaro is part of the tribe, much to the chagrin of LTD, who is still victoryless here in CSW. Moonshine Mantel making his way to the ring. Our ring announcer was ill-informed about a match taking place. Moonshine Mantel and Greg Jovi are making their way to the ring. Moonshine fired up just to make an announcement. Moonshine's not here to wrestle. He's obviously in street clothes. He has the CSW championship with him. I'm curious as to what the announcement by Moonshine Mantel here is tonight. And from what I heard, it might not be a good announcement. Draper, always a spoiler for Moonshine Moonshine Mantell has something to say about whatever Moonshine was going to say. And Moonshine couldn't even get a word out of his mouth before Draper decides to make his presence known. And of course, there's handsome Scott Hansen, that turncoat, decided to align himself with the quote-unquote DAC pack, if you will. What a cheeky name for a bunch of lowlifes, if you ask me. I would have really liked to have heard what Moonshine Mantell was going to say, but of course, DAC has to stick his 2 cents in. What? You gotta be kidding me.
Now what I thought was gonna happen is we get to say some kind words and move on. But unfortunately I've been put in this position. Moonshine, you can't fight these 2 guys. You're chained up, you're on one leg.
The hell he can, Jovi. Just say they were gonna. Are you kidding me? Jovi, that son of a bitch! And now Dak and Scott Hansen are putting the boots to an injured Moonshine Mantell. You gotta be kidding me! What a turncoat Jovi is! I knew that son of a gun. Wait, here comes Mo Sweetness, who's gonna take on Draper later. For the CSW Championship. He's the only one that's got the balls to stand up to the DAC pack. Wait, that's the Premier. The Premier are back. Are you kidding me? The Premier are back from the dead. The Premier just came on to the aid of Mo Sweetness. Mo Sweetness has the CSW Championship, and they're helping the former champion who had to relinquish his belt up to his feet. The Premier were in a serious car wreck almost a year ago. Welcome back to the Premier here at CSW Legacy, and the crowd is happy to have him back. And I gotta admit it, so am I.
Now this fight is sponsored by the Larson Law Firm. And the following contest is scheduled for 1 fall.
All right, here we go with match. God, it seems like there's been so many matches, but this is only match number 3.
Fighting out of Demon City. Weighing in at 225 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause. The silent assassin, Kevin Koa!
And forgive me for my silence, my broadcast partner has come back. Hi, Jovi.
Hello!
That was a stunning turn of events there. You know what? We got a job to do. That's great.
I'll explain it on my own time. I'm here and ready to work, Miller. If you want me to be put on the stand, I'll do that wherever CSW wants me to do, but they're paying me right now to come out here and call this matchup right down the middle, which is I do better than anybody on this planet. That's what I'm gonna do.
Big Kevin Koa making his way to the ring here in our third matchup of tonight, and I'm really looking forward to this matchup. Kevin Koa is he's one of those guys, I've said it before, super intimidating, quiet backstage, not a lot of hoopla. He doesn't even play to the crowd really. He's here to conduct business and business only.
I mean, we'll sum it up. Too long did not ring. This is a scary man.
Yeah.
And his opponent, fighting out of Auckland, New Zealand. Weighing in at 202 pounds. Put your hands together for the astonishing
Mulitalo coming out with quite the bit of fanfare here at Legacy 2. We definitely know who the crowd's for. Again, I don't think the crowd knew how to react to him last time, but they sure got the message this time.
Well, it sounds like I'm not the only one that was won over by this kid. He had an amazing showing last time out, and I am really excited to see how he's able to build on top of it. This is the great thing about doing this job, right? You run up against people like this. I'd never seen him work before, and he came out here and really showed all the tools that you need to be a main event player. And I'm really excited to see what he does here tonight, but he is up against a scary dragon man in Kevin Koa.
Maybe Jovi, you can recruit him, you can manage him forever, then turn your back on him.
Well, that'll happen if he blows like his quad out and his knee out, and it has a normally flat feet that needs. What are we doing here? We're not putting me on trial. We're not putting me on trial. This is about these two kids going one-on-one.
You really had to go there, didn't you? Really had to go there. But we're going to call this match, Austin Mulitalo, definitely a crowd favorite. You hear the crowd getting behind him. But he's got, like you said, a scary dragon man staring at him across the ring. And this is a mountain to climb, let's just be honest.
This looks like the kind of guy who's going to go to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and whoop your ass and go throw a D20 tonight. He is a mountain of a man, but I cannot tell you enough how impressed I was with Austin at this last event. So I think if anybody can step up to Koa and his power, he's got all the tools to do it. He's just got to figure out how to get around that brick wall.
And I think wow, look at the strength of Kevin Koa just almost shaking Austin Mulitalo off. And with that shake, threw him halfway across the ring. That's what kind of size and power Kevin Koa has.
Impressive size and power, impressive. Like you said, that it's really more about a vibe with him, right? Like he is striking fear in the heart of his opponent before he even gets in there, just with his presence. I mean, I can't explain enough. You're mentally winning the game. You're a half a beat ahead if you can put the fear in your opponent before they even step in that ring.
A little misdirect by Austin. Austin tries to leap over him, but Kevin Koa just too tall, even with the springy legs of Austin Mulitalo. There he goes. Now he gets up and over. Beautiful arm drag. I remember being impressed with his Ricky Steamboat arm drags last time.
Effortless. What I was impressed with there was his ability to recover. Things didn't go his way, but he was able to get right back into position and keep control. That's very impressive for a young man. They didn't panic. One, two.
Man, it almost looked effortless the way he picked up Kevin Koa. This Austin kid's got more strength than I gave him credit for.
He is stout. I mean, he's not as tall, but he's very powerful and very agile. He really does have all the tools, man.
Very, very good drop kick. I haven't seen a drop kick that good in quite some time.
May even eat your heart out.
Yeah, that was a beautiful drop kick, and that's not easy to do on someone the size of Kevin Koa. Austin going to the top rope.
Caught him, my God.
Maybe went to the well one too many times, but look at Austin still trying to fight his way out of it.
Love the heart from this kid.
Oh,
trying to struggle out there. But Koa's able to
Snake eyes. Oh, dragon eyes? Dragon eyes. Yeah. It works. Belly to back suplex, nicely done.
With a bitter in there, he was fighting, but he couldn't wriggle out enough and get control. Koa just lawn darted him.
And let's not forget, you were just out there. It is super hot out there.
It's 1,000 degrees out there, approximately.
I mean, so you try to pick someone up that's easily over 200 pounds. Slipping is going to happen. Things like that, but Koa, man, he regathered himself and lawn darted, like you said, right into the top rope.
Koa, a very methodical grappler. When you have that kind of power, you can really plan your shots out there, just throwing a grown man around.
Koa going to push him back down, forearm over the bridge of the nose.
Impressive kick out there from Austin. Really is fighting and clawing through this matchup.
And that's what he's going to have to do, like we said, to get over the size, strength, and honestly methodical pace that Kevin Koa is putting on Austin right now.
Well, let's not forget last time we saw Kevin Koa a triple threat too. Oh, this is really his way. The first time we've seen him control the one-on-one matchup, be able to bring it to his pace, and that's a huge advantage for him versus how we saw him last time.
Two hard shots to the midsection. Another hard right hand to the face. Austin drops to his knees. I do not want to be hit by that. Oh, nice. Nice shot to the midsection. Austin refuses to give up here.
I really love the heart in the kid. I mean, just the never say die attitude.
Whoa! Big back body drop by Kevin Koa. Look, Kevin's actually responding to the crowd. Maybe Austin's getting under his skin with that tenacious attitude.
When you're so used, when you're a big monster like that, you're so used to controlling the matchup and putting people away in a fairly quick amount of time. You absolutely can get rattled the longer the match goes on, and that could favor Austin.
Koa scoops up Austin. Again, Austin struggling his way out. Nice roll up there. Only gets a 2 count. That was so close. Ducks a clothesline. Austin, again, a misdirect. Beautiful sunset flip. Hits on their shoulders. No.
Wow. So close, and Austin right back up his feet.
Oh, here's that big side slam. Oh, my God.
That'll stop anybody in their tracks.
With authority. Man, you see the way that torque, the way he just picks him up almost from a deadlift position and then drives him down. So much force in that side slam.
And it's giving him a chance here to play to the crowd and take a breather because it took so much out of Austin.
Koa again just methodical in his pace. He knows that he wrestles his pace, he wins this match, period. He wrestles Austin's pace, he gets outwinded basically.
Small mistake there though to take all that time and then go for a cover rather than, if you're going to take that time, you're going to take a breather, you got to get back on the offense. Which he is doing now. He's rectified the problem and he is just choking out the kid.
Stomping on the back of Austin Mulitalo. So many young lions, if you will, here on the CSW roster. Like we were saying with yourself and Ross, you know, scouting is kind of easy for you guys at this point, meaning there are so many young, hungry talents that you guys can mold and take to the top. I mean, our roster is stacked with them right now.
Absolutely. I mean, these are two fine examples of guys on the come up here.
Nice insecurity there by Austin Mulitalo. Big splash into the corner.
Austin trying to get the momentum back on his side.
Walker dropper! Right on the back of the head of Kevin Koa. Goes for a cover.
Big kick out.
You see Austin favoring that back. That side slam had to shift his vertebrae a little bit, but he was favoring his back on that cover. He couldn't even hook the legs.
Maybe trying to go up top here. Nope. G'ing up in the corner. You're right, though. That back is hurting bad.
Austin loves to use that top rope's frog splash. Missed the knee strike there. Dives into the corner. Kevin Koa picks him up. Austin again finds the back door and pushes Koa into the corner. Oh! Beautiful. That looked like I couldn't tell from our vantage point, but maybe like a zigzag. Or
yeah.
Both men are down now. That might have taken more out of Austin than anything.
Yeah, so much taken out of him there that he hard to capitalize. He is trying to get up to that top rope now, though. Maybe looking for that big splash that he does love to utilize.
It's going up for that big press. Oh, Kevin's already making his way up to his feet. Oh, jumping punch right into the face. What is Koa doing? Koa's picking him up. Oh, picks him right off the top rope. Has him up in that suplex. What is he going to do with him? Oh, into that knee strike. That is it. Right under the chin. This should be academic from here. 1, 2, 3, and that's it.
Hell of a showing.
One of the most dangerous men here in CSW picks up yet another victory. Another impressive showing by Austin Mulitalo. Kevin really soaking it in here. Kevin Koa looking to start his own legacy here at Legacy 2. Just a scary individual who you wouldn't want to cross in a dark alley. Kevin Koa continues his winning ways here at CSW. We are back here at the commentary booth, and my colleague Greg Jovi is in the ring. I'm joined by Alex Williams to fill in for him. Well, it looks like Greg Jovi's got something to say.
Pro Wrestling's only triple threat. I can announce better than this city. I'll wrestle when the time comes, but at the end of the day, my best quality is only your talent to the superstar. The champion is what I do. You don't have to like how I do it. I'm ruthless because I'm the best. And I'm the best because I'm ruthless. And I bring out the blue chippers that will run this industry for the next 10 years. Like my new client, ladies and gentlemen, Hansen! Scott Hansen!
Well, Alex, welcome to CSW. It's a pleasure to have you in the booth. And Jovi just introduced his new client, Handsome Scott Hansen.
Well, Ben, it's wonderful to join you, though I'd be remiss if I didn't say the circumstances are unfortunate. What Greg Jovi did to Moonshine Mantel, and now aligning himself with Scott Hansen, selling out his best friend like that. It's despicable. It's despicable.
I tried to get Jovi to answer for that. He didn't want to be put on the stand for, but I totally agree with you. What he just did, and now look at him dancing in the ring like a fool. It is despicable. You're absolutely right.
He's not wrong, though, about the potential of Scott Hansen. He's a 5'2" athlete. He's the future of professional wrestling. But to align like that, it's not unlike when Don King stepped over the half-conscious body of Michael Dokes to embrace Jerry Coetzee. To sell somebody out just for your own financial gain, it's says something about Greg Jovi.
Absolutely, and I don't want to harp on Jovi too much because we do have a blue chip talent in the ring that Jovi just picked up. One thing I gotta ask, do you think this has an effect on the DAC pack? Is the rest of the DAC pack going to align themselves with Greg Jovi, especially if he picked up Scott Hansen?
Well, Greg Jovi has a wonderful analytical mind. It can't help, it can't do anything but help Scott Hansen in his match tonight and with the DAC pack.
Are you scared of monsters? Are you scared of monsters? His opponent standing at 6 feet, 12 inches. 15% of the metric ton. From Providence, Rhode Island, Big Trouble,
This guy I've been waiting to see. Look at the size of this mammoth individual, Ben Bishop, making his debut here at CSW, looking to start his own legacy here tonight. Scott Hansen, for lack of a better term, has his hands full.
Yes, this is a match getting national attention. Ben Bishop, as you highlighted, one of the best known wrestlers in the country. He's known for his social media, but he's also known for his outstanding success in the ring, his tremendous size and strength. Scott Hansen told me in the locker room he's not concerned. But Ben, one has to wonder if that's literally true.
I mean, if you were in Scott Hansen, I know Scott Hansen has a lot of confidence, but come on, that is a 7-foot giant. Yeah, you can have all the confidence in the world. I want to climb Mount Everest, and that's what Scott Hansen is going to have to do tonight to pick up a victory over Ben Bishop. I don't care if Jovi's on the outside or not. It is basically 2-on-1, but Bishop is a big mamma jamma.
He's gigantic. When I asked Hansen, Hansen said the DAC pack always has a plan. We'll see where that strategy comes in. Hopefully this will stay a clean one-on-one contest.
With Jovi on the outside, I doubt it. But man, I don't. Maybe he doesn't want to piss off the 7-foot giant Ben Bishop. We'll have to see how it plays out. Bella Sounder, we are underway. Scott Hansen going to look to use his agility. He's going to look to use his quickness to try to chop down the mammoth tree that is Ben Bishop.
These two, it's no secret, they don't like each other.
No, hate each other.
Quite for each other. Hansen thinks that he's rattled the veteran Bishop, that he's gotten Bishop in his emotions. There it is, mind games right there.
Is that going to pay chop? That didn't really register on Ben Bishop. But you're absolutely right, those mind games can pay dividends. I don't think Ben Bishop is rattled, but it's still early on in the match.
Ben, do you figure that Ben Bishop here needs to use his size and strength, bring hurt that Scott Hansen may not have experienced yet in his young career?
I mean, Ben Bishop has all the tools. He's wrestled on a national level. Ow, good God. I think he chopped one of his nipples into the third row. Bishop bouncing his head off. I mean, Bishop's going to wrestle his match, his pace, his speed, and he is going to wear down or beat down Scott Hansen. Scott's got to get out of that corner.
Yes, the more the match stays at this pace, the more it favors Ben Bishop.
Crowd is really behind. Oh, good gravy! He just chopped his other nipple into the third row.
Ben, have you seen a talent with Scott Hansen's potential coming onto the wrestling scene in recent years? I mean, how many talents in your experience have you seen with that much potential?
I mean, not many. Scott Hansen is one of those guys that when I first saw him, I was like, uh-oh, we've got something on our hands here, on the big body slam by Ben Bishop. But yeah, Scott Hansen is one of those guys to keep an eye on. He is, and under the tutelage of Jovi, he is championship bound. Nice elbow drop by Ben Bishop, showing some good agility. Hook the leg too. No.
Bishop told me he wants to look for that simply the best sidewalk slam. The Goozle gimmick is choke slam. He feels that both can be effective against Hansen. Oh, see him there, open-handed uppercut.
Yeah. That's one place I would not want to be if I were Scott Hansen, is fighting the big Ben Bishop on the outside of the ring. No, thank you.
Referee Cam Lee, 2 years of experience administering the 10 count here. Both men, of course, have 10 seconds to get back in the ring, risk being counted out, losing the match that way.
Hard shots, forearm sledge right to the base of the neck of Scott. Scott Hansen's almost begging Jovi to get him out of this match. Oh, God, you heard that over here. Big forearm shot to the chest.
Just clubbing, concussive power from Ben Bishop.
Absolutely. Rolls him back in the ring.
Ben, this match has been all Ben Bishop so far. You outlined ahead of time, as you said, Scott Hansen has to turn it into a contest of agility. He has to use agility to win this match. What can he do to turn it in his favor at this point?
He's got to stay on Bishop. Don't let him get up in the ring like he is right now. He's got to figure out some trickery, some back there like that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Underhanded for sure, but that may be the key to victory for him.
Yeah.
Now there you go. Hansen's got educated hands and feet working over Bishop in the corner.
He's got a 5 count and he's using all of it. Oh.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. Oh my God, he almost threw him out of the ring.
The resilience of Ben Bishop.
Scott Hansen, one thing he can do, although he has educated feet and hands, on a guy that big, you got to start at the legs. You got to drop kick that knee. You got to really work over the legs to get him down to your size, honestly. Oh, look at that. Bishop's got him up in a precarious position.
Hansen raking the eyes there. That's illegal.
Oh, see, there we go. That's exactly what I was talking about. Drop kick to the knee, super kick to the side of the face. This is exactly what he's got to do. Curb stop. Could he get a quick victory here? Hooks a leg, too. No.
As you said, Hansen chopping down the big man, taking away that size and strength if he can take the legs out.
Oh, see, there you go.
Look.
That's what I'm talking about, Alex. He was choking him. That's a 2-on-1 match here. Jovi gets an inch, he takes a mile.
Just a switch in Greg Jovi's head. The switch to be able to do this, to work with his new client, Scott Hansen, this way. Hansen continuing to work on the leg. That's smart wrestling. Again, using the ring post this way. It may be underhanded, but it's intelligent wrestling right now.
Yeah, Scott Hansen is definitely going to learn a lot. He's still very early in his career. I called one of Scott Hansen's first matches back during COVID in a winery, the Windy Winery, actually, and I knew this guy had a ton of potential. And here we are seeing it come to fruition just a little bit as he's chopping away at those big, massive legs of Ben Bishop. Nicely done by Scott Hansen.
The pressure on those knees, the pressure he's putting on Bishop right now. Even, he may get the submission, even if he doesn't, the draining effect it has on the big man.
I mean, just think about walking, if you're that tall, if you're almost 7 feet tall, your knees are going to take a beating just walking around during the day. You know, I mean, it's not easy being someone that size. And look, Bishop was trying to claw Greg Jovi while he was reaching for the rope. And this is what Scott Hansen needs to do. He needs to stay on the offensive. And looks like Bishop's absorbing some of those blows, but man, Hansen's laying him in right now.
Again, that resilience by Bishop. He's got Hansen by the throat there. Oh. Scoops him up.
Nice follow-away slam by Bishop.
This high-impact, slamming-style offense from Bishop. This is what he wants. Bishop.
Nope. Nobody home there in that splash.
And now already, the attacks by Hansen on the legs, paying dividends. Paying dividends. You can see that he could not get, Bishop cannot get across the ring like he wanted there. 2 count for Scott Hansen. Hansen, oh, he thinks he's got Bishop now.
Shooting star press, standing shooting star. That's that agility. 1, 2, no.
Hansen, of course, wants the 450 splash, his finisher. He thinks he can set that up. Hansen repeated covers on Bishop. Now again, even if these don't get the pinfall, Bishop has to use energy to kick out every time. Every time.
Hansen going to the top rope. He could be looking for that 450 splash.
He may think he has it. High risk offense. Match with national implications. Hansen.
450, no. Hansen lands on his feet.
Through, though. Bishop tries the big boot.
Boot to the midsection, kick to the face by Hansen.
Hansen Hansen wants that national notoriety. He can get it here.
Try to handspring right into the hands of Big Bishop.
Simply the best. That's that sidewalk slam. Simply the best.
But he can't cover him. He's not covering him.
Both men damaged. It's personal for both men and professional.
Splash into the corner by Bishop. Bishop picks him up, scoops him up, drops him, snake eyes over that top rope. Big boot. Almost kicks Scott Hansen's mustache into the second row. And there's Jovi, that son of a gun turncoat.
Cam Lee can take control of his match of Jovi on the ring apron. Jovi takes a swing at Bishop, risking disqualification for Hansen. Bishop slaps him off the apron. Well, Jovi deserved that. Hansen brings the big man down. He's gonna try again. Whatever the questions about Scott Hansen's character, you have to hand it to him his willingness to take these risks for the reward. He's scaling to that top rope again.
Oh, look at that. Bishop is not having that. Bishop has his hand around his neck. Big choke slam from the heavens. 1, 2, 3, and that's it.
The Goozle gimmick. The Goozle gimmick, a win for Ben Bishop. Scott Hansen put him through the paces there, though.
Man, what an effort by Scott Hansen to... Wait, what the... Who the hell is that? That guy is massive! Are you kidding me? That's another 7-footer!
Oh my God!
Picks him up, big choke slam! Good God almighty, who the hell is that?
He's got to be at least 7 feet tall.
The Colossus has entered the ring.
Apparently his name is Colossus.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet the newest member of the Xac Pack.
Oh, you're kidding.
Kevin Colossus, apparently. Jovi just made the announcement of his newest acquisition.
He said he had multiple blue chip prospects, a future of the next decade of wrestling. You see them in the ring right there.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, fighting out of Kansas City, Missouri.
Well, here we are with our next contest. Austin Lee is making his way to the ring. The Tribe is making their presence felt here at CSW's Legacy. We're gonna have to get real cozy. Greg Jovi's back here in the broadcast booth. And I was telling him we're gonna have to cozy up because our camera went down. But we're pros, Jovi. We're gonna handle this.
If I don't die of heat stroke, it is so hot in this building.
There's the newly acquired Joe Demaro here.
I gotta say, Franz's crew looks pretty damn good.
I don't know, you just got a giant 7-footer on your crew.
I didn't say it looked better, I said it looked pretty damn good.
And his opponent, fighting out of Draper, Missouri.
Here comes Austin Lee's opponent, Xac Abstract.
group, but Froz has put together this new crew and a new attitude from Froz. You gotta wonder how that's gonna factor into this matchup here tonight.
Absolutely, I can't believe what we saw when Froz. I'd expect that. I mean, no offense from someone like you, but Froz, you've had your wars with Froz, you know. I mean,
none taken. I've always respected Froz, that he has his morals, he has his way of doing things. But you know what? When it stops working, you take a look at how you're living your life, and you say, do I want to live by a moral code or do I want W's? Maybe he's made a business decision.
Sure seems like that.
I would respect that just as much.
Absolutely. Austin Lee looks like to be one of the, I guess, the building blocks of this new tribe. And Froz went all in on Austin Lee, and why not? Austin Lee's another blue chip prospect that we have here in CSW. The bell sounded, we are underway. Double clotheslines in the center of the ring. These kids are going at it already. There's a lot of animosity here flowing through this ring.
But it was a mutual respect situation, but I gotta wonder if that is quickly waning with the new look tribe now at the side of Austin Lee.
Whip off the ropes. Xac bounces off the ropes. Shoulder block gets the better of Austin Lee. Diving clothesline. Austin ducks it. Austin ducks the clothesline. Big clothesline by Xac Abstract. There's a different kind of feeling Xac Abstract is going out there with today. He feels like in his element right now.
Well, and this has a big match feel. Their first contest was a surprise to everybody when it popped off, but this has a big fight feel here tonight.
Big diving knee strike by Xac Abstract. Abstract, hard knife edge chop across the chest. Big clothesline, both men, almost a cactus clothesline. Both men spill to the outside, but Xac stays on his feet. And look at that, Froz was getting ready to get mixed up with Xac.
Well, that shows not only the animosity, but the fact these guys are going balls to the wall early. They know what's on the line here tonight. They both want the big win, and they're both going to give it 110% to capture it.
Whoa, hard knife edge chop there by Xac Abstract. Both men still on the outside of the ring.
Abstract willing to mix it up here, willing to strike with Austin Lee on the outside.
Oh, hard swing and a miss, and Austin answers with a hard uppercut. It's kind of funny. Austin was a perennial crowd favorite for so long, and now he's still got some cheers, but with Froz's recent actions, people don't know what to think.
Well, it just shows the fickle nature of the wrestling crowd, if you ask me. The moment that these guys want to do everything they can to get the win, they're going to start getting turned on. I watch it. The moment that Froz gets involved in this match, those cheers are going to dissipate for Austin.
Oh gosh, hard kick to the face. Austin was trying to get back in the ring, and Xac was having nothing of it. Hits the ropes. Oh, and there is Joe Demaro making his presence felt, tripping up Xac, giving Austin the edge now.
There is the X factor, and that's something that's not new about the tribe. The tribe always had each other's back. They always had a pack mentality. When I was fighting them, that was the hardest thing to handle, was that you were always wondering where they were going to come from, how they were going to get involved, and it wasn't always nefarious. Now that they're willing to break the rules and bend the rules, ooh, brother, I'd look out for this tribe.
Oh, big clothesline. Almost takes Xac Abstract out of his boots, but only gets a 2 count. Great resilience shown by Xac Abstract. Man, these kids are laying it into each other tonight. You can tell that the blood, the feud that they have with each other is really reaching a boiling point here tonight at CSW's Legacy 2.
And just a couple of top athletes. We keep saying it all night, but the future of wrestling is bright. The future of CSW is bright.
Oh!
Kids like this.
Huge backbreaker, so much so that Xac popped off the knee of Austin Lee.
A game-changing, vile backbreaker there. All the hate for Xac Abstract was put into that one maneuver.
Hard kick to the stomach. Make that 2 in a row.
You see over in the corner, Franz and Joe Demaro, they're getting a game plan. They're out there game planning.
You're right.
For what's going to happen next. I mean, that's just so valuable.
You can see the sweat flying off these combatants as Xac's chopping Austin Lee's chest. Oh, big clothesline again.
Going for a cover.
Our hero of the day, our tech guy, just got our screen back up and running. Now Austin stays in control here. Big European uppercut, nicely done by Austin.
Those strikes, the control in this matchup, all fingerprints of Franz already. 1, 2.
Oh, wow. Hip toss into a leg drop, almost got him to the pay window tonight. What a match so far. These guys are having a hell of a match.
Fantastic. You see Franz and Joe have taken opposite sides of the ring again. They're both covering ground here.
I was gonna say, is that a divide and conquer tactic? And you would know better. You would know better than anyone. Is that a divide and conquer tactic?
I believe so. Yeah, and I think that's probably what they were talking about. Was splitting.
Oh! Big Yakuza kick into the corner. God, Austin Lee not to be outdone. Boots Xac's face off the. He's gonna have to scrape it off his boot.
Franz, big suplex there, dumps Lee right on the top of his head.
They are having one hell of a match. This is back and forth. I mean, no one's gained firm control for more than a minute. Look at this, up on his shoulders, spins him around. Oh God, hard forearm strike. Big ankle slam, nicely done.
That might do it. 1, 2.
No! Xac kicks out.
Might ask yourself why throw him up just to deliver that forearm. Disorients the opponent. He doesn't know where it's coming from, doesn't know how to protect himself, and he eats a full shot, no protection. Followed that up with that huge move, and Austin Lee was narrowly walking out of here the victor.
Absolutely. No, just like you said, Jovi, there's the chance. You said it.
They've turned on him. And you know what? Austin Lee's the same damn person that walked out here. He hasn't cheated himself in this match at all. Joe Demaro is the one that grabbed the leg, and these people have already turned on him.
That's a great point, Jovi, but... Oh, good gravy almighty. That was one hell of a forearm, followed by a hell of a right hand. These kids are going back and forth, just laying it all on the line here at CSW's Legacy. When you talk about legacy, it's hard to argue. These kids want their legacy now.
Absolutely they do.
Going back and forth. Big discus gets caught with the boots in the midsection.
They want to go down. What a counter there. Abstract.
Oh, good Lord. Cracked him right across the jaw.
They go behind there.
Now what is he setting him up for? Big power bomb. He gets it, stacks him up. 1, 2.
No! So close. Follows up. Love the follow through. Comes in. Big shot right, but he rolled out of the ring. Great ring awareness from Austin Lee.
Toledo, what in the hell was that?
Awesome ring awareness from Austin Lee. Great follow-up from Xac Abstract. I'm loving the instincts of both these kids.
That was it. That was going to be a 3 count. Like you said, the awareness of Austin Lee just saved the match for him. Keep your eye on Xac Abstract. Tope Suicida.
Keeping the offense going.
Man, Jovi, we've seen the reemergence of the premier King Dar. Oh, inside package 2. No. What a night here at CSW is what I was gonna say. Picks him up, fireman's carry, elevates him, drops him down into it almost looked like a cutter. 1, 2. No, Xac kicks. Holy shit! Excuse my language.
Franz is upset on the outside. He has blown a gasket. He really thought that was it. Austin Lee arguing with the referee. They've got to stay focused here. contest and really trying to stay cool, to stay focused here, but Xac Abstract could have a little crack in the door here to burst through.
Picked him up as Xac rolls through. That's a tight cradle. He got him! He got him! Xac Abstract
What a
picks
win!
up the victory. Wow, what a match! And we've had some bangers. That might be match of the night. That might be match of the night.
Excellent contest.
You need to go out and recruit Xac, maybe. I mean, that's impressive.
It looks like Frost might be beating me to the punch here. They're circling up.
Is this feud over? Is Xac going to join forces with Coach Frost? There's the hand. He's extending the hand.
This crowd firmly against it. There we go.
There's his answer. Oh, now look, the Wolves are circling. Kevin.
Wait.
Oh, no, that's big Kevin Koa. Picks him up, drops him down. What a, man, he just kneed his face so hard.
We all meet at crossroads in life, Miller. And here tonight, Xac Abstract could have joined this powerful group on the come up. He said no, and he is reaping the consequences of that decision live right here in front of us.
This feud between Xac Abstract and the Tribe is far from over, but I don't know who's going to align with Xac. He is outnumbered. The Tribe stands tall here at CSW's Legacy.
The following title match is scheduled for one fall. This is for the Heart of a Champion Women's Championship.
All right, here we go, Jovi, for our first championship match of the night. The Bad Street Beauty, Miranda Gordy, is here to try to dethrone the reigning champion, Blair Onyx.
Blair Onyx coming back off of an injury that had put her out for some time. Just a few matches back under her belt and running up against a veteran, tough person like Miranda Gordy is not what you want to see while you're still getting your feet under you.
I believe this is Miranda Gordy's first showing here. Or no, she wrestled she wrestled a couple of years ago at some of our earlier contests. But she's never faced anyone quite like the Source and Blair Onyx. Do you know who the Source is?
I believe it to be some sort of mystical being. I've been out there while she was talking to someone. I didn't see anyone.
This is for the Heart of a Champion Women's Championship belt. Introducing first, the challenger, fighting out of Bad Street, Atlanta, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, and now introducing your champion, fighting out of Chicago,
definitely tell who the crowd is firmly behind here in this Heart of a Champion matchup. Blair and the Source. Bell is sounding. We are underway for this first championship match.
Miranda Gordy, a second-generation athlete, you know, the kind of person the champions are bred to be. But man, going up there against an absolute wild card in Blair Onyx, we have no idea what she is dealing with, what she sees, what is head games, what is not. It's all frightening, and it's all going to throw your opponent off the game, and that's why she is your women's champion.
The Heart of a Champion championship here in CSW has been worn well by Blair Onyx. She really has endeared herself. The crowd didn't know exactly what to make of her because of the Source, because of the presence. But man, they have really taken to her, and she is the definition of the Heart of a Champion here in CSW. But Miranda Gordy, the lineage speaks for itself. Bam Bam, Terry Gordy, a legend in this business, and the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Absolutely, a force, an absolute badass, obvious size advantage over Blair Onyx, a power advantage over Blair Onyx, but you just have that wild card of the mental games, whatever's going on in Blair Onyx's head, whether she needs help or it's a mind game, I couldn't tell you, but it's a absolutely unmeasurable advantage when you're out there. I've managed women against Blair, and you just can't prepare for it. There's nothing I can tell them, right? You just have to try to push it out and remember that it's a fight. It's a one-on-one fight.
Looks like Miranda's played a little mind games of her own by paintbrushing the face of Blair Onyx while having her in that tight wrist lock. Nice headlock takeover by Blair. Miranda's going to look to use her size and strength advantage against Blair Onyx, and Blair's just going to be weird.
Well, and she also has, we saw her slip out there almost like a double-jointed situation where she was able to get out of that wrist lock with ease and maneuver away other people can't. There you go, look at that.
Miranda doesn't know what to think about that. She's like, I'm out of here.
Not only is it spooky dooky, but it also, you just don't know what to do with that, right? Like, somebody's coming at you like a spider, and you don't know what to, you have no idea how to defend against that.
Now the crowd really getting on the case of Miranda Gordy, led by Blair Onyx, of course.
They're creeping up behind Miranda Gordy, oh my God. Big chop.
Looks like Blair's not afraid to mix it up with the Bad Street Beauty, taking the Bad Street Beauty to her own version of Bad Street right here in Overland Park, Kansas.
Taking the fight to her. And I think that's the kind of heart, the kind of determination that not only makes her a champion, but does endear her to this crowd.
Usually in these championship matches, the ref has a little bit of leniency with the 10 count. Wants to give the combatants enough time to get back in the ring. That doesn't mean he's not going to count, but...
Oh my. She's channeling Source and is tracking down Miranda.
And Miranda's going to the outside.
Really on the run here.
Yeah, she absolutely is.
Onyx caught her. She's trying to grab her all the way to the back of the head. She brought her neck down on that top rope.
Big boot by Miranda Gordy.
And this is the type of match that Miranda wants. She wants a power game. She wants to be in control, to brawl, take it to Blair Onyx.
I wonder if in Miranda Gordy's arsenal, if she has the Asiatic spike like Terry Gordy used to have. Follows her in, big splash into the corner. That's going to take all the wind out of Blair Onyx. Goes to recover here. Two. No, referee Adam Kennedy in perfect position.
Big kick out from Blair.
Putting the knee in the back of Blair Onyx, trying to zap that strength from Blair Onyx, trying to zap the source, if you will, from Blair Onyx.
And all the head games, all the mind games, all the scary stuff, it goes away real quick when you're on your back and sucking for air. So if Miranda Gordy can control this thing, use some of that old school brawler mentality passed down to her, then she's gonna come out of this thing a brand new champion.
Yeah, we got our first source chant of the night. Miranda ducks that shot attempt, pulls her by the hair.
Just a violent hair mare down to the ground. Simple but effective.
Miranda putting the boots to Blair after that. Hip attack by Miranda, another one. Almost a Mr. Wrestling 2 style.
Whoa, is she biting?
She's biting her.
Biting.
That spider's got fangs, that's for sure.
I don't know if whatever scary stuff she does can be transmitted vampire style. One, two,
no.
Hey, that goes to show you the desperation, though, willing to literally bite, scratch, and claw. She must really feel that she is up against a bad way here.
Miranda just slapped the taste out of Blair Onyx's mouth and said, "Don't you ever bite me again." They don't do that type of stuff on Bad Street, I'll tell you that.
I mean, I live on Meadow Lake Drive. I don't fancy being bitten either. I don't think anyone likes that.
Nice roll up by Blair. 2. No. Big clothesline by Miranda. Miranda peeling Blair off the mat. Hard forearm strike to the back. Duck on the clothesline. Double clotheslines. Both women go down.
Hard to see who got the better of that.
Miranda slow to get back up to her feet, but so is Blair. Back elbow by Blair Onyx. Up and over goes Blair, rolls through. Big clothesline, takes Miranda down. Back elbow, nicely done by Blair. Duck on the clothesline. Big cutter by Blair Onyx.
Might do it.
1, 2, no! Miranda kicks out.
Nice kick out from Gordy. Blair looking to try and finish this thing off.
Miranda puts Blair on the top rope, almost drops her on her head, but throws her out of the corner. Big spear by Miranda. Could this be it? Who do we have a new Heart of a Champion? Champion? No!
Oh, big kick out from Blair.
Miranda looking to put the finishing touches on Blair Onyx. Rolls her up, 1, 2, no. Miranda kicks out.
So many close calls here, deep into this matchup.
Drops her down, and Blair, that was almost a stunner, and Blair absorbed it, or the source absorbed it. What is Blair gonna do now? Rolls her up. There's that backbend stack. That's it. And Blair Onyx retains the Heart of the Champion championship. Nice effort by Miranda Gordy, but unfortunately it was not enough to dethrone the current champion. And Blair Onyx reigns supreme here tonight as the top of the heap here Women's division of CSW.
Are you ready for your second championship match tonight? Let's get it on.
Here, Central States Championship on the line.
Oh, here we go. They were starting to play Dak's music, but the challenger, well, they're both challengers in this match because nobody technically has the championship, which was forfeited by Moonshine Mantel earlier in this night. It's hard not to move to this, huh?
That's right. Mo Sweetness coming out. Mo Sweetness, the underdog here.
Absolutely.
The underdog being a prediction market for this matchup. Mo Sweetness, the underdog coming into tonight. Ben, I asked Mo Sweetness about his approach for this matchup. I don't want to misquote him. Dak ain't facing no newbie. He is going to do what he does, always does, and boogie. That was Mo Sweetness' quote.
It sounds like very Mo Sweetness thing to say, but one thing about Mo that I haven't seen in a long time, we've had so many great contests, so many great new young athletes in this sport tonight proving themselves. Mo's got the crowd.
Yeah.
Mo's got the crowd like nobody before or after him. He has been the crowd favorite since he stepped foot in this building almost a year ago.
And that's his X factor. Can he get into that flow state? He's the underdog. Can he get into that flow with the crowd? The improvisational, creative offense in those moments. That's what he needs. That and his agility to defeat Xac Draper tonight.
Xac Draper is no stranger to pressure. Xac Draper has been a multiple-time champion all over the country. This is Xac Draper's setting. This is what Xac Draper thrives in. We're about to see the big guy come out right now. The 7-footer, Xac Draper, makes his way into the Abdallah Shriners, which is literally his second home. From the NWL to CSW, Xac Draper owns Abdallah Shriners.
Ben, as you said, he thrives in these high-stakes, high-pressure situations. Nationally regarded NCAA wrestler, former NWL champion, the last Ring of Honor top prospect, two-time Central States Wrestling champion. Can he make it the trifecta? Can he make it 3 tonight?
I gotta say, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, but if I was, Alex, my money's on Xac Draper. I'm sorry, I love Mo, but Mo, the size, the pressure, he's got to be feeling it right now.
CSW Championship bout and is scheduled for one fall. He's 160 pounds soaking wet. He's sweet by his highest. So well level 1. Mo Sweetness!
introduction for what he says is a foregone conclusion here tonight. Dak Draper is walking away with the CSW Championship.
It might be a premonition, Ben. As you said, he's the favorite. He has that advantage in size and athleticism. He told me in the locker room he wants to suplex Mo Sweetness 20 times.
Good Lord.
Whether literal or figurative, that shows you his mentality coming into this match.
The last time these two combatants faced in CSW, it was all Dak Draper. Tonight, is it a foregone conclusion? Is it his destiny, Dak Draper, to reclaim his throne, which he has seen so many times here in the Kansas City? Oh, we are underway.
There's that quickness in Mo Sweetness. Early on, getting the crowd behind him. You heard the crowd there. That's what Sweetness needs.
Mo's gonna, like you said, he's gonna use that quickness. He's got to. He's got nothing else. He's got heart. Don't get me wrong. This kid has got more heart than I've seen in a really long time. And that's what he's doing right now. You see that elusiveness. Dak's trying to throw everything at him, and Mo is just ducking. He's literally surviving. This is what he's doing, is surviving.
It's his rhythm, though. This is what Mo Sweetness wants. That's his flow, that unpredictable, innovative maneuvers around the ring. That can frustrate Dak. As you said, Ben, if it turns into a contest of strength, if it turns into a contest of wrestling class, that's going to favor Dak Draper. Mo Sweetness has to keep this up.
I totally agree. Mo Sweetness is key to victory. As we said, is throwing Draper off his game. Draper came in with this game plan like you talked about. He is going to dominate Mo. Mo's job now is to get him off his game plan, is to be elusive and use that quickness. And we're seeing even a little bit of mind games right now from Mo. Mo is maybe trying to get in the head of Dak Draper.
Oh, and it might be working here, Ben.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Draper giving chase.
But if Draper gets a hold of Mo, Lord have mercy on his soul.
Indeed. Draper, he's already talked about those suplexes as we have a 3-man chase around the ring.
Mo looked like he was going to go back in the ring. Draper misses a big kick again. Mo, nicely done.
Beautiful kick by Mo Sweetness there. And again.
That unorthodox style, like you said. And did it a third time. Wow, Draper fell for it 3 times, but it's that elusiveness of Mo. It's hard to predict.
Draper doesn't know what to make of him so far. Sweetness is constantly evolving.
Mo with a cross body block, and that's not going to work.
This is exactly what Draper wants. He's got to position up. There's suplex number 1 if he can hit it. It's outside the ring.
Oh! Dropped him right on the edge of the apron. And it's a cliche, but it's true. The hardest part of the ring is right there, where Dak Draper just planted Mo Sweetness. This might be the beginning of the end, Alex.
And for that damaging of a suplex, just to start off, Draper, of course, favors that Draper bomb, that gut-wrench power bomb. If he can fault the suplexes of Draper bomb, it's hard to imagine a scenario where Sweetness comes out tonight on top.
Draper continuing to dominate now as he planted Mo with that suplex, and Mo hasn't been able to recover.
No, and Ben, as you highlight, Draper's experience advantage. Just scenarios like this, brawling outside the ring, that favors Dak. Sweetness, quick shot there. He's got to get away from the big man.
Can't tell you how many championship matches I've called in this very building for Dak Draper, whether he was a champion or not. He's always in the title hunt. Draper is never, he feels naked without a championship around his waist, and he is unsatisfied with being naked around his waist. He wants that belt more than anything. Big suplex coming up. Just impactful suplex by Dak Draper.
You could see the pain on Mo Sweetness' face. Sweetness wants to get that creme de la creme elbow drop off the top rope. No one is kicked out of that. But here's suplex number 3. Suplex number 3.
Draper is going to make a statement here. This is a statement match in Draper's mind. He is going to humiliate the perennial crowd favorite in Mo's Sweetness.
The stakes are the highest they can be. Ken Sweetness, you heard the crowd trying to rally him there. Does he have a rally in him in response to this barrage of suplexes? Oh, imagine the strength it takes to hold a man like that up in the air.
Mo's trying to kick his way out. He's trying to get shift, and he does. But Draper just gains the momentum back, and that's suplex number 4. Are you keeping count?
Suplex number 4.
Okay, all right.
Snaps him over. Draper has always been a strong man, a big man. He's stronger than ever. You can tell he's been powerlifting in the gym. That's just giving extra oomph to those suplexes.
A field goal kick that his precious Denver Broncos would be proud of. Horrible team, and I hope Dak hears this.
The Sweetness here.
Oh no, what is he gonna do here? He's gonna whip his neck under that bottom rope. Just, oh, good God almighty.
Vicious shot.
You saw Mo's head just snap off that bottom rope, much to the delight of Greg Jovi and his new clients, and Dak Draper, and the big man Kevin Colossus and Scott Hansen. I mean, it's hard to say Jovi's group is maybe the most dominant group we've ever seen here in CSW.
I don't know if there's anyone in wrestling who could stand up that triumvirate of talent. Draper assaulting the back, the ribs, the throat. Ben, you talked about the Denver Broncos. Mo Sweetness may need a Hail Mary before long to have a chance here.
Look, he's just ragdolling him, Alex. He's ragdolling him. Come on.
This is exactly the pace and obviously the sequence of moves that Draper was hoping for. And he's got him up. Is that a modified torture rack?
Yeah, it looks like a modified Argentine backbreaker, and he is just bending Mo Sweetness almost in half. There's got to be a point where maybe the referee has to step in and say enough is enough. Are we going to get to that point here tonight, Alex?
Yeah, you wonder, Ben, and even pressure from the athletic commission on the referee to be, that they don't want somebody sustaining too much damage in a matchup like this.
That's right. Big boot takes Mo's head off. It's hard. It's hard to watch, Alex. I mean, you want to root for Mo. You want him to do big things in this business. I was almost hoping it was going to be a 3 count, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's a young man, a great deal of potential, but you have to admire Mo Sweetness continuing to fight with the stakes this high, the Central States Championship, and Mo Sweetness does not want to be denied. But my Lord, they advance to Dak Draper at this point in the matchup.
It's hard to imagine, can Mo do anything? Can Mo mount any offense that's going to topple Dak Draper? Dak Draper thrives in this situation. This is his match to lose, quite frankly.
Mo right there, you see him trying to rely on the crowd. That's what he needs, that crowd support. Just a brutal knife-edge chop by Dak Draper.
And there's not, I'm not trying to doubt Mo, but there's not a lot of chest to absorb that chop. No. That's going straight to the sternum. There's not a lot of muscle mass on Mo. He's just got tremendous heart, and the crowd's pulling for him, but I don't know if it's going to be enough tonight, Alex. I just don't.
Yeah, Mo Sweetness chiseled physique, but not the Adonis-like muscle of a Dak Draper. You see it taking that seal again. Draper just staying on the attacker outside the ring. Oh, well, that's uncalled for. Draper threatening the audience, but he can do what he wants right now.
Hard overhand right to the face of Mo Sweetness. Jovi just almost stalking him as well. He doesn't even need to do anything. No. There's going to be no feet tripping. There's going to be no chicanery from Greg Jovi because he believes that his client, Dak Draper, is going to pick up the victory, and it looks like a foregone conclusion.
Well, the strategy that Jovi and Draper worked out before the match, as you said, Jovi doesn't have to change anything right now. It's working to perfection for them.
Draper has enough time to jaw jack with the crowd.
That can serve the function too. If that's what he needs to keep up this assault, he may need that for motivation to inflict this kind of damage on another person. continuing outside the ring.
Draper's only breaking a sweat because it's 100 degrees here.
Sweetness still trying to fight back.
Look at him, he's in the crowd and he's just swinging with everything he's got.
He's got guts.
Look at Mo, look at Mo.
He's got guts. Hard drop.
Hard right hand. Mo's feeling it now. Oh, no, Dak, look at the eyes of Mo. Mo is scared to death.
Draper's got guts.
Oh no, what is he doing with him here? Whoa, he turned it into a Hurricane Rana.
Mo Sweetness counters with that Hurricane Rana.
Mo looks spent out there.
Mo Sweetness endured a terrific beating. He's still fighting.
Sweetness is trying to make his way back up to his feet, and he does. That Hurricane Rana took Dak off of his game.
Mo is getting in that flow.
Twisting plancha to the outside. Nicely done. Takes Draper. I think it's the first time Draper's left his feet in this match.
Draper on the ground outside the ring, considering what Mo Sweetness has been through in this match. A tremendous reversal of fortune at this point. His heart has kept him in it, Ben.
Mo pulling Dak out, and now Mo rolling Dak Draper back into the ring. I got to be honest with you, I didn't think I was going to see that. Draper looks dazzled or dazed, if you will.
Well, those high impact moves by Mo Sweetness outside the ring.
Twisting plancha to the inside. 1, 2. No, Dak elevates him and throws him
right
to
back
the outside.
Mo Sweetness has got to get this contest in the ring. This brawling outside the ring just too heavily favors the experienced Dak Draper. Joe now, you see him beginning to impart some strategy. They may have to adjust here because of the resilience of Mo Sweetness.
Dak now is stalking his prey, stalking his victim again. But has Dak taken Mo a little too lightly? Has he discounted the heart that Mo Sweetness has already shown when we saw him fighting with everything he's got from the crowd? He was throwing all the haymakers he could, and now Dak picking him up again. I don't know, is that number 6?
That may be number 5 officially? Okay. I don't know. We can feel the concussive impact here. It's messing with my count.
Well, we'll call this number 6. Good gravy. Dak just suplexing Mo from pillar to post here.
You just can't game plan, though, for the heart of Mo Sweetness, for the guts he's showing. You can figure it in the abstract, but in the ring, this is the best you can hope for. Just continuing to levy the blows against Mo Sweetness to such an extent that no matter his heart, he can't continue. He can't get his shoulder up off the mat.
I mean, he threw him so hard on that last suplex, Alex. He literally fell out of the ring. He almost suplexed him out of the ring. Yeah, that's what kind of strength we're talking about with Dak and Mo. Look at Mo's pushing Jovi away from him. Mo, just never say die, Mo. No. Never say die.
Well, Draper, that distinguished college wrestling career, that's presumably where he learned the fundamentals of suplex, and he's adapted so well to the professional game.
Look at the fan is holding Mo's hand so Dak can't pull him back. Oh, God. Into the ring apron goes Mo. That's how invested these fans are. They were holding on to Mo, preventing Dak from throwing him. I've never seen that before.
No, that connection, Ben, as you said, with the fans. Cracking the back, cracking the chest. Dak Draper is determined. Just he will not be dissuaded from continuing this assault. But that fan adulation for Mo Sweetness. Many fan favorites in Central States Wrestling benefit from the crowd support. But as you said, none like Mo Sweetness.
And win, lose, or draw, Mo Sweetness has cemented his legacy here in CSW. He is the perennial crowd favorite. He is the one that everyone's always going to root for. So in a way, he just can take the loss and still look at him firing back with chops,
flying off
hands. Oh, kick to the back of the head by Mo.
Terrific shots by Mo Sweetness. Unbelievable.
Mo breaking the count by rolling under it. Is he crazy? Does he want to continue to fight Dak on the outside? Like you said, this favors Dak.
But Sweetness, he doesn't care at this point. He'll take the chances.
Oh, God, he got chopped out of the air. He was going to the well once too often. Dak breaks the count. And he literally chopped Mo out of the air with that double axe handle.
Sweetness, we talked about the Hail Marys. Going for those high-risk moves to that point. He's got to take chances like that. It's almost unfathomable he's still in this matchup, but he's here. Mo Sweetness fights on, but for how much longer?
Mo still kicking, chopping, everything but biting, basically. Mo is trying everything he can to pick up the victory here tonight. Look at him kicking, punching, throwing everything. All 135 pounds is laying into Dak Draper.
He's out brawling Dak Draper. Just pure will from Mo Sweetness. There it is again.
The fans are helping him up. The fans are literally helping Mo up. When he's falling over, they're helping him up. I've never seen that before.
That fan support for Mo Sweetness. When does it begin to hurt Dak Draper? When does it begin to mess with his head to see somebody get the type of fan support like that?
Dak is hooking him up for a suplex in the aisle. If he drops him, there is no pads on this floor, Alex. He's walking up the stairs with Mo Sweetness. Oh my God, Alex, what are we witnessing? Oh my God! On the stage!
An elite 8 suplex on the stage. On the stage.
What kind of strength. He walked up the stairs in a suplex position with Dak Draper. Or excuse me, with Mo Sweetness.
The referee here, he's giving some allowance considering the stakes of this matchup.
I agree.
But at what point does the Athletic Commission give up? At what point does this get stopped for Sweetness's health?
Sweetness looks dead. I hate to say that. I know he's not, but I mean, the refs is, what is he doing?
Oh, it's a vacant look in his eyes.
Are you freaking kidding me?
We can see his eyes, Ben. He's glossed over in the eyes.
What is happening right now? Are you?
That's unbelievable.
He just pressed him, and Mo dropped sternum and throat first on the. Alex, I don't know if we need to go get Mo some help. This is too far. This is too far.
We joked earlier, about medical professionals. He may need medical attention right now. You heard his body just hitting that concrete.
This is, Alex, Alex, they gotta stop this. I'm sorry. I'm all for a championship match, but they gotta stop this.
Dak Draper is a man possessed. He wants that to be to win his third Central States championship, the first ever 3-time champion. He'll go apparently stopping nothing.
Now, look, one arm carrying him back. This match is over.
Having that much strength still with this contest.
Cover him. Finish this damn match. 2. You gotta be kidding me.
Unreal.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting a little emotional because I want this to be over for Mo. He doesn't have anything left to prove, Alex. He's proved his heart. He's proved his determination. He's got nothing left to prove. Just in the damn match.
He's crawling though. He's crawling to those ropes, trying to pick himself up. He wants this championship. Does Mo Sweetness know where he is at this point? It's a pure instinct.
This is a crime at this point.
Mo Sweetness. Is he conscious?
Mo is a rag doll in the hands of Dak Draper.
You see his body quivering on the ground.
And Dak is, this is hard. This is hard to watch, man.
Ben, you talk about Rocky moments. Rocky still lost his first fight against Apollo Creed.
This has got to be, 10 suplex? This is unbelievable. Look at him. God. Stop the damn match already.
Draper said he wanted 20. I thought he was talking figuratively.
No,
10 is more than
Alex,
enough.
he wasn't talking figuratively. He wants to destroy Mo, so he never comes back again. So the flame is extinguished in Legacy 2 here tonight at CSW in front of this jam-packed, sold-out crowd. Look, he's just peeling. Gosh, man.
This is, as you said, extinguish it. This is the type of thing that end careers of beating like this.
Absolutely.
Ben, combat sports, we know, sustained beatings. It's not often the quick knockouts. This is the sustained beating that can do permanent damage.
This is it. This is, if he connects with this superplex, that's it. Mo's done. Mo's done. And look at Mo. What is he? He's still fighting.
How is he fighting still?
He took his leg out from underneath Draper. Draper's head bounced off the mat.
He's fighting still.
And he just told Jovi to back off, and Jovi's not worried about Mo.
Mo Sweetness picking himself up. Look at that. Mo with a hard shot to the back of the head. And another diving forearm. Oh, Dak's head just collided with the side of the apron with that leg drop. Mo Sweetness, is he able to get into the flow state one more time? Does he have another rally in him? However improbable.
How is Mo look, he's checking his hair. He's checking his hair. The kid has no quit.
That's what he needs to do. He's got to get into his flow.
Oh, gosh. Mo just ran into a clothesline from hell.
The ribs, the back.
Our matchmaker needs to stop this match. This is unbelievable brutality. And Dak's gonna hook him. If he hits this,
he's going for it again.
He's going for it again. You're right.
It's smart wrestling.
That's it. That's it. Just finish him. Just finish him.
This match is done.
Just finish him.
There's the Draper bomb.
The Draper bomb.
Spins it around.
That's it. 1, 2, 3. Seen someone kick out of the Draper bomb.
He kicked out of the Draper bomb after the horrific beating he's enduring. Man, in all of our years of commentating wrestling, of consuming wrestling, I don't know if I've ever seen a heart like this.
I've never in my life seen anybody kick out of the Draper bomb ever.
In what sport? Look at Mo Sweetness.
Look at Draper. He is stunned. He is absolutely floored that this kid will not die. He will not give up.
His fireman carried him there. Sweetness, a quarter conscious if he was half conscious before. The thud, that sickening thud on that chop.
If he lands this again, I just don't know. Alex, I don't know. I'm stunned. I am literally stunned. I've called hundreds of matches. And look at Mo. Look at Mo. He's still fighting.
Mo Sweetness fighting him off.
Headbutt by Mo. Backhand. Slap Dak right across the face. What is he doing?
He's got that waist lock.
He powerbombed him. Sunset flip bar by Mo Sweetness.
Where is this coming from? In all of wrestling, in all of sport, where does this come from? From Mo Sweetness. What a man.
Mo did a worm to get out of the way of that kick and just punched Draper in the face. Make that 2. Mo will not die.
He's getting in that flow.
Oh, back kick right in the bridge of the nose.
Sweetness is in his flow. Somehow, some way he's in that flow. Ducks underneath the clothesline.
Stunner by Mo. And look, he did a kip up. He did a kip up.
His back, you can see in the bend.
Kamikaze by Mo. Drapes his arm over 1, 2. No, don't about that son of a bitch. That son of a bitch.
He should lose his manager's license for that. Unbelievable. It cannot be more illegal. Great job by dragging the referee out of the ring.
I can't believe Jovi just cost Mo Sweetness the biggest match of his career. That son of a bitch, great Jovi.
And he game.
Like, does he need it? Come on.
It's a numbers game. This is match Xac Draper. Incredible damage inflicted already. And now there's 3 men out there to 1 Most Sweetness. Oh, please.
The referee is out on the ground, and now it is a assault. It is a 2-on-1 assault of Most Sweetness.
This is criminal.
Oh, here comes Big Ben Bishop.
Here's Bishop
coming in. He's evening the score.
He doesn't like the injustice.
Big trouble down. Choke slam. Choke slam.
Oh my. It's that Colossus, Kevin Colossus.
Kevin Colossus is in there now. Two of the biggest men we've ever seen in CSW are throwing bombs on each other.
2 of the largest athletes in the world slugging it out.
Look at Colossus. Clotheslines Bishop over the top rope.
He takes Bishop out.
Look at this. Bishop's not going to take it lying down. And they are fighting in front of the CSW faithful.
Chops back and forth. They're brawling out of the ring. Most Sweetness, I've lost track. I've lost track of Xac Draper.
They're fighting all the way out. Hey, the Premier are here. And they're going to fight Scott Hansen.
Wow. The numbers keep catching up to him. Can't say he doesn't deserve this.
Double super kicks for Scott Hansen in stereo.
Justice being served here.
Welcome back, Premier. I never thought I'd say that, but to be honest, I'm glad to see him. SK Bishop taken to the sky. Big frog splash. Takes out Scott Hansen.
The Premier even get back to 1-on-1, taking out Scott Hansen. Most Sweetness crawling in the corner, trying to regain some consciousness, trying to get whatever fight he has left. Propelling towards the championship.
Most Sweetness is getting some much-needed wind.
Now, Ben, wait a minute. Xac Draper's got that chair. That's that chair Scott Hansen brought down.
The referee is still down, and Draper is going to put an exclamation point on his reign, or his supposed reign.
That's
as
illegal.
CSW champion. The chair hit Draper in the face after it rebounded off the top rope.
Draper swings the chair illegally and hits him in the face. Rebounds into him.
Going to the top rope.
Most Sweetness, can he hit the creme de la creme? High risk.
Drops the elbow to the heart of Xac Draper. All the way from the Rocky Mountains, but there's no ref. The ref slides back in. 1, 2, 3. He got him. Do you believe in miracles? Has done the impossible. He has scaled Mount Everest and has emerged as the CSW champion. By God!
Just imagine if you bought a ticket, man. One heart! One heart! Unlike any that I've seen in professional wrestling.
The crowd is on their feet.
For the ages. The guts of Most Sweetness. The resilience. No one can get blame for that.
A heavyweight champion in Mo. By God's sweetness.
The champion, the man to beat in Central States Wrestling, Mo Sweetness. The disappointment on Down Draper's face, you can see it. The setback. Draper dominated the matchup, and Mo Sweetness would not quit. And brother, an honor to call that one with you.
It was a pleasure, Alex. Thank you so much for joining us for one of the biggest moments in Central States Wrestling. We'll see you again real soon. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, sir.
This all started nearly a year ago. Everything that I could say, it's done been said. June 27th, the foundation, Besties in the world, steel cage match.
You know something, Matt Fitchett? Know something, Davey Vega? I'm a sentimental guy. And you take that and you thought that was a disadvantage to me. You used that against me when you stole a championship memorabilia that was presented to me that had a picture of my dead father and my dead brother on it. But I think my sentiment, I think my nostalgia, I think that I'm a big softie has done good for me in this business. I'll tell you why. Besides my son, there are 4 adult people I talk to every day. One is my wife. One is my mother, one is my friend Chris, and the other one is Jeremy Wyatt right here. So if you go through 20 plus years in the wrestling business, you got one friend that you could talk to every day for 20 years, and that's gonna come out and save you in your moment of peril, then you've done something successful. And if this is gonna be it, then we'll let it be it. But we are going to paint our masterpiece of violence, and Davey Vega, Matt Fitchett, we're gonna paint that masterpiece with your blood.
All right, here we go, Greg. It is main event time here at Legacy 2, and it's inside a steel cage. Besties in the world being accompanied to the ring by Nixie XS, excuse me. And what kind of difference maker is she going to be in this match, do you think, Jovan?
Well, I mean, it's a steel cage match. I've never managed a steel cage match. So normally I would say Nixie's going to be a huge X factor, but that's part of the reason that we have these 4 walls built up, is so that this can be settled between these 4 men inside of the squared circle. So I think everyone's hope is that she will not factor in tonight.
And it looks like the Besties in the world, they've gotten a couple victories, if you will, over the Foundation, but the Foundation are out for blood here tonight. A friendship that was forged in blood many moons ago here in Kansas City became the foundation of pro wrestling here in Kansas City. there's definitely going to be some violence here tonight, Jovi.
There's no more words to be said, Miller. I have known these four men my entire career, and I know the lengths that they're willing to go to get a W. And tonight, the foundation has everyone in this building on their side, and maybe fate on their side as well.
Strider really taking his time to soak it in. Jeremy Wyatt the same. They're methodical. They're cerebral wrestlers. And they are ready to go to war tonight against the besties in the world. And I talked to Michael Strider before the match, and there was no nervous, there was no butterflies, if you will. There was just war.
He has nothing left to lose.
When I first broke into this business 9 years ago, Michael Strider was one of the first wrestlers I'd ever met in person and worked with in person. And they say that if you can walk away from this business with friends that you can count on one hand, you've done well for yourself. And I consider Michael Strider to be a friend. And all I could tell him before the match was, just don't get hurt. And I know that's not going to happen. And that's the hard part. And here we go.
Mr. Miller, it's 10:34 p.m. in Overland Park, Kansas. It's 81 degrees and cloudy outside. And it's time for your main event.
And the besties both just ate the steel cage as Michael Strider and Jeremy Wyatt both threw both of them into the cage. And this is just going to be a war. And like I said, Joe, I know it's not going to be the outcome I want where he doesn't get hurt, because Strider puts it on the line every single time he's out there, cage or not.
Here's the spoiler alert, right? Here's the headline that no one wants to say, but I am a journalist with integrity, so I'm going to say the quiet part out loud. He's already hurt. He's been in this business for longer than I've been alive. This man is battle-hardened. He came into this hurt. He is fighting tonight with hate and vitriol pumping through his veins, and it is the only thing, combined with a little bit of adrenaline, that is keeping him going in this matchup. When does that run out? When does Father Time creep up? When does he have to give up in this fight?
And that's exactly what I was wondering. Well, we've got to cover here. Now, this match will only be stopped by pinfall or submission. There's no escaping the cage or disqualification if they escape the cage. It's just all violence contained within the steel cage, and it only ends by pinfall or submission. But like you said, Joe Vi, how many more miles does Strider have, if any? How many more miles does Jeremy Wyatt have, if any? And how many of those miles are going to be expended in that cage tonight?
But I'll tell you what, though, the besties in the world are not coming in the 100% shape either. They've wrestled a strong schedule. They're banged up. Matt Fitchett specifically, I know, is wrestling with broken ribs that are healing but not all the way healed. Everyone's coming in tonight with some sort of a handicap. So the fact that Strider's on the back nine does not mean that I think his chances are any less. It is just a statement of fact. In a way, I think it makes him more dangerous because he has given everything that he has to give to this business. He has nothing left to give and nothing left to lose, and he is ready to rip the besties apart. He will go through hell tonight to make sure that they get humbled.
I mean, we've both been privy to the street fights before in the past. I mean, even the last show, we saw the mat get ripped, and then they battered each other on the boards underneath the mat. Oh, there's a Strider just went head first right into that post, right into that steel cage.
I don't know specifics, but it's wrestler's head, neck, back. That's the three things that go. You gotta wonder if him driving head first into there is gonna make this a tough road to sow for Michael Strider.
And I think Strider's been busted wide open. I think there's a laceration on the forehead of Michael Strider.
That chain link will do it. There's little barbs are exposed out there. There's all kinds of things that are gonna catch and rip and tear your skin. It's a dangerous, dangerous environment.
And now I think Davey Vega sees that and gave him a quick stomp right to the forehead. A big suplex by Matt Fitchett.
We know that this is going to ebb and flow, right? So I've been talking about all the things going against Michael Strider and Jeremy Wyatt. Let's talk about what's going for him. Like I said, he's got nothing left to lose. This might be it. Every time he steps in there might be it for Michael Strider. So he has to give 110% every single time. And Jeremy Wyatt, well, you talked about the bond, the friendship between them. Yes, there's a bond and friendship between the besties in the world, but they're not fighting for each other. They're fighting to shame the foundation. They're fighting to prove they're the top tag team. These other guys are fighting for each other's legacy here tonight, not to hammer home the name of the event.
Vega had a fork in his hand. He was getting ready to hit Strider with it, but Jeremy Wyatt put a stop to that with Scorpion Death Drop. Now Wyatt's got the fork and just got his face kicked off by Matt Fitchett.
Thunderous super kick there. That was nasty.
Now it looks like Fitchett's got the fork. Oh, and he just leveled Michael Strider. If there wasn't, we can't see from our vantage point, but if there wasn't a laceration on his head before, there sure is one now.
Fitchett handing over the weaponry to Vega. We talked about what kind of an asset Nixie may be on the outside. They're all holding the cage for the camera to go through to get a good shot. And that was, things can be fed
he's
through
digging
there.
the fork into his forehead. He's digging the fork into his forehead. God.
My God.
And they're just posing. That's where his family's sitting, Joe Vi. His family is literally sitting where they were digging that fork into his forehead.
Well, I mean, I don't condone them trying to bait the family, but also we knew what the night was going to be. I couldn't imagine bringing. I don't have children of my own, but I don't think I would let my dog Beckett come and sit front row if I was going to be in there with forks flying around. This is intense. I'll tell you what, that's only going to fuel this capacity crowd. They're all here to see the besties in the world have their ass beat, and
so far it's not happening, honestly.
Trying to provoke a Lance family is not going to turn the crowd their favor, I'll tell you that much.
No. The besties are in firm control of this matchup, and Strider, I can see the crimson mask starting to form over Michael Strider already. Besties in the world, no strangers to combat, as we've stated. Oh, good God. They sandwich Michael Strider into the corner, and this could be it, too. No! Strider kicks out.
Big kick out there from Strider. That's the other advantage going here is the perseverance. You don't last in this business as long as the foundation has without extreme perseverance, heart, determination, grit. That's a buzzword.
Oh! Nobody home. Nobody home on that one. Jeremy Wyatt gets out of the way.
That's what I'm talking about, though. These guys know when they're drowning in the deep water, they know how to get their head back above and take control.
Jeremy Wyatt recently did a tour of Germany, competing for WXW. Jeremy Wyatt doesn't show any signs of slowing down in the near future.
Jeremy Wyatt, one of the best wrestlers in the entire world for the past 20 years, and I don't see that stopping in the next 20.
Nice bulldog clothesline combination by the Monarch. Michael Strider's lost a lot of blood there in the corner. Wyatt trying to hold up his end of the bargain, so to speak. I've seen the wars that Jeremy Wyatt and Michael Strider have had against each other dating back to Metro Pro days. Big elbow drop right in the chest of Davey Vega, too. No, Vega kicks out.
Fitchett wasn't even able to break that up. That could have very well been the end. Wyatt pointing up again. They're going to go again.
Wyatt's a smart wrestler, one of the smartest wrestlers I've ever seen. Everything is so calculated, and he's also got a lot of foot. Wow, there's Nixie.
Nixie has opened up that door and stopping him from ascending, and Fitchett with a big combo kick.
Oh, and she just slammed the door on Jeremy Wyatt. So to answer my question, she is a huge factor in this cage match. Wyatt, I think, spilled out to the floor after that capo kick.
Well, now Strider in no man's land, all alone as Nixie closes the door with the Besties in there, alone with Strider.
Strider egging him on, saying, go ahead, hit me with all you got. And the Besties happy to oblige.
This is what I'm talking about. The grittiest, toughest man in this business that I've ever known. Michael Strider is standing on his own 2 feet, all 10 toes dug in the ground, standing on business, and is not going down without a fight.
Besties just teeing off on Michael Strider, trying his hardest to fight back. But like we said, how much more does Strider have left in the tank after years of these kind of wars? So much blood spilled in the career of Michael Strider.
Refusing to go down, taking on both Besties at once. Those huge fists of Michael Strider, punishing the Besties in the world.
I can tell the story about when I first met Michael Strider, shook his hand, and how big those hand hocks are that he's got attached to his forearm. So those overhand rights land with the authority of Terry Funk. I mean, there's no space in between those, if you get my drift.
Nobody home again. Fitchett collides with Vega in the corner.
Big clothesline, sandwiching the Besties into the corner.
Strider using experience, ring awareness, and just old-fashioned toughness here to dominate the Besties on his own.
Can't see what's going on.
Nixie's back in there. She's got a hold of the leg of Michael Strider.
What is Strider? Oh, Strider found her. What is he going to do? He had the wherewithal to move, and Matt Fitchett kicked Nixie right in the face.
Well, that threat may be neutralized now. This capacity crowd getting the high chant. This is awesome, indeed it is. Watching the greatest brawler in Kansas City wrestling history. One of my favorites to watch work, Michael Strider, out here doing work on the Besties in the world and Nixie.
Looks like Fitchett and Wyatt have now spilled to the outside and are continuing their brawl, and one of the referees is carrying Nixie out. She's out of it. That super kick did a lot of damage.
Look, now Strider and Vega have spilled out. This thing's going all over.
Ramming the heads of their opponents into the cage and bouncing them off pillar to post here. And the sold-out Abdallah Shriners. Pickup drops Fitchett chest and throat first over that security railing.
Be mindful of that rib injury. If I knew it, Wyatt knows it. He's zeroed in on it, I'm certain.
I think there's some blood on Strider's arm. He might have been lacerated from that fork on his arm.
Who knows at this point? I mean, it could be from his head. It could be a different laceration. Yeah, I mean, it's
hard to tell.
He's out there bleeding like a stuck pig.
Did he just hit him with the ring bell? He sure did.
This is the foundation getting their licks in. This is payback for all of the foul deeds, all of the bad words, all of the ridiculous acts from the Besties in the world.
He just catapulted him into that steel cage. Davey Vega's out on his feet. Well, not on his feet. He's out.
He's just out. Strider's smiling. Strider's loving this. He's loving every second of this barbaric battle.
Not even a steel cage could contain the hatred between these two teams, but tonight is the score. It's going to finish it all tonight.
Strider threw that belt in there, though. That artifact that really started this whole thing, a ceremony, handing that over that the besties in the world took umbrage with.
Matt Fitchett looks like he's been lacerated now. Referee checking on him. There's no way that this match is going to stop from a small cut like that.
Yeah, there's going to have to be a lot worse damage than that.
One way or another.
Davey Vega's made his way back into the ring after being catapulted into that steel cage. And Wyatt just rams Fitchett's head off the cage again. Strider's a mess.
Fitchett trying to get back in now because it was 2-on-1 on the outside.
He's great like a cat.
That's great strategy from him though too, because I mean he was out there ready to be dirty worked by both the foundation. He had to get in there with his partner.
Oh no! Oh dear God! Dear God! I knew this was going to get out of control. I knew this was going to get violent, but now Strider's parading around the ring with a barbed wire bat.
Unspeakable horrors may await the besties in the world as soon as Michael Strider gets back in that ring.
Oh, man. Strider's winding up. Nope, Davey Vega puts a stop to that with a boot to the midsection. Strider drops the barbed wire back. Oh, dear God. Oh, drop toe hold, and Vega lands. Oh, and he got curb stomped on the barbed wire. Holy crap.
Fitchett able to cut him off, but not before the stomp into that barbed wire.
Tuck on the clothesline. Oh, no. Fitchett with a baseball bat shot of his own to the crown of Michael Strider. Oh, come on. Using Strider's own move against him, the Strider spiral. He says that's it. Could this be it? 1, 2. No!
I thought that was it for sure. Strider spiked into the center of the ring. Wyatt down. Conditions were perfect. And still, Michael Strider finds a way to kick out.
Fitchett crawling over to Michael Strider now, trying to roll him back into the center of the ring. I don't know what he's planning on now, but obviously more damage. Stomp to the midsection. Crowd does not like the besties in the world for, like you said, this has been a year in the making. It was 1 year ago this month that I was part of that ceremony where we presented him with that ceremonial championship belt, and the besties ruined that celebration.
Well, remember, Strider had already had his swan song. That was supposed to be almost a Hall of Fame moment, if you will.
Yeah.
And all this happened. There is no one that they can look in the mirror and blame other than themselves, the besties in the world, for getting themselves into this predicament. Oh no, he's up in a doomsday device there.
Wyatt found his way out though. Rolls him up, 1, 2, no! Vega kicks out, Wyatt off the top rope.
Right
and
back
starts
on
hammering on Matt Fitchett.
Right back on the offensive. Vega tries to stop it.
Wyatt just got thrown out that top rope. Here comes Fitchett with the frog splash. Covers him. 1, 2, no!
Wyatt took an ugly fall there. What you can't even call it a maneuver. It was just the besties trying to fight for their life. Shoved him off the top rope. Fitchett follows up with that frog splash, but unable to get the victory.
Besties in the world Now Vega hammering down on Michael Strider, who's been kind of on his back for the last few minutes. Looks like he's pulling some of that barbed wire off that bat is Matt Fitchett. Oh, that's the belt, excuse me. It's hard to see from our vantage point.
Laid it down right in the center of the ring.
They want to make their exclamation point. They want to put the foundation away on top of that belt.
Strider stirring though.
Uh-oh. Picks him up. Strider power bombs him into the side of the cage.
Neckbreaker off the top from Wyatt. This thing may be down to Strider and Fitchett. And Fitchett is begging for help from Vega.
Strider hooking Fitchett in for that Strider spiral. He connects. Could this be it for Fitchett? 1, 2, 3, he got him. The foundation has put away the besties in the world. In tonight's main event at Legacy 2.
What a match! And I am so proud that I got to call this match that saw Strider and Wyatt get their comeuppance. What a fantastic bullet point, a period, an exclamation point on the end of a great evening here at Legacy for CSW.
If this is it for Michael Strider, it was one hell of a way to go out. Came into the world bloody and is leaving the world bloody. The foundation embraced in the middle of the ring. And Michael Strider has his belt back, and the besties in the world have been vanquished. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight at CSW's Legacy 2. I'm Ben Miller, that's Greg Jovi. Good night and good fight.